average of numbers is sum of the observations or quantities by number of quantities. Certain points we can understand. Average of numbers can be positive, can be negative, or even 0. Average lies between the extreme values which are the maximum and minimum. So we can say average is lesser than or equal to at least one of the observations and is greater than or equal to at least one of the observations. Let's look at a simple question. If the average of 33, 27, 28, 22 and x is 25 and the average of x, y and 28 is 26, find y. Average, we know sum of the items per number. So you are given 5 values, add them divided by 5 equate to the average 25. So 60 plus 50 plus x is 5 into 25. So 110. So 110 plus x is equal to 125. So 110 plus x is equal to 125. Therefore x is equal to 15. Now x plus y plus 28 by 3 is equal to 26. So 15, x is 15, y plus 28 is equal to 3 is into 26. So y plus 43 is equal to 78, which means y is equal to 35. So what are the sum? What is the average of the first 31 natural numbers? We know the sum to first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2. Therefore, the average is 1 by n into n plus 1 by 2, which will be n plus 1 by 2. Here n is equal to 31, therefore the average is 31 plus 1 by 2 will be 16. Another example. What is the average of the first 20 positive integers? Let's go by induction. Let us take the first 3. Even positive integers, let us take. So let us take 3 numbers. N is equal to 3, which means 2, 4 and 6. The sum will be 2 plus 4 plus 6 is 12. The average will be 12 by 3, 4, which can be written as 3 plus 1. Let us take the first four numbers, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So that will be 12 plus 8, 20, and the average will be 5, which is 4 plus 1. So we can generalize saying that the average of first n even positive integers is equal to n plus 1. Here n is equal to 20. Therefore, the average is 21. Similarly, you can ask what is the average of the first 30 odd positive integers. Again, let us take the first three odd numbers, find their sum, which will be 9, and their average, which is 3. Let us take the first 4, it will be 9 plus 7, 16, their average is 4. Therefore, you can say average of first n odd positive integers is equal to n. Here n is equal to 30. Therefore, the required average is 30. The average of 7 numbers is 20. The average of the first 3 numbers is 21, and the average of the last 3 numbers is 18. Find the fourth number. So the fourth number is equal to sum of all the 7 minus sum of first 3 and sum of last 3 numbers. So 7 into 20 plus 3 into 21 plus 3 into 18. 7 into 20 minus 3 into 39. So 140 minus 117. So the fourth number is 23. The easy method would have been average sums can be done easily if you go for net change. Let us look at the average of all 7, which is 20. And what is the average of first 3 numbers? 21. How much more? Each number is 1 more. What is the average of last 3 numbers? 18. Each one is 2 less. So the total of 3 numbers here will be 3 more, and the last 3 numbers 2 less. Total will be 6 less. Together the 6 numbers are 3 less. Therefore, the fourth number will adjust in the opposite way. It will be more than 3 from the average. So that's why we are getting 23. The average age of a class of 20 students is 20 years. When the teacher's age is also included, the average of the class is increased by 6 months. Find the teacher's age. 20 students average is 20 years. include the age of the teacher, it becomes 6 months more. So let us do this conversion method, number, average and total. 20 students, average 20, total is 20 into 20. One more number added we don't know, but the result is 6 months, that is 0.5, 6 by 12 is half. So for 21 items, 20.5 is the new average and 400 plus x is the total. So 400 plus x is equal to 21 into 20.5, which gives you 430.5. So the teacher's age is 30 and a half years. Or we can use new item is equal to old average plus overall increase. The new item is teacher's age. Old average was 20. Overall increase is for 21 items half. So it is 20 plus 10 and a half. That's what we are getting it as 30 and a half. A batsman scored 130 in his 21st innings and thereby increased his average by 4 runs. Find his new average. So we can apply this rule. New item is equal to old average plus overall increase. New number is the score is scored 130. Old average, let take it as x. Overall innings 21 into 4. So old average is 130 minus 84, which is 46. What we need is a new average. So it is 46 plus 4, 50. Another commonly asked sum. The average temperatures on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday is 58 degrees. And the average temperatures on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday is 60 degrees. If the ratio of temperatures on Monday to Friday is 7:8, find the temperature on Friday. So 60 degrees more than 58, so we'll write that first. Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday plus Friday, 4 into 60. Below we write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 into 48. If we subtract the common days, which are Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday will go, we are left with Friday minus Monday, that is 4 into 2, 60 minus 58 here, that is 8. Mondays to Friday is going to be 7 by 8, which means Monday is 7 by 8 of Friday. So Friday minus 7 by 8 of Friday is equal to 8, which means 1 by 8 of Friday is 8. Therefore Friday is 8 into 8, 64 degrees. I will look into lectures. Any merchant, grain merchant or oil or any grain merchant, tea, coffee, whatever, rice, they will always have two varieties. One is called expensive or dearer, the other one is cheaper. The question is, in what ratio the trader has to mix the expensive with cheaper to arrive at a mean price for break-even, for no loss, no gain. The mean price will be more than the cheaper but less than the expensive. So on this line we take the positive difference, which means expensive minus mean price, and on the other line it is the mean price minus cheaper. So if you want the ratio of expensive variety to the cheaper variety, it is got by taking the difference of mean and cheaper above divided by expensive minus mean. Let's take some example. Expensive is 150, cheaper is 90. We want to sell it for 100. That means the ratio is 150 minus 100 there, 100 minus 90. That will give you the ratio is 1:5. How to interpret this? If he takes 1 kg of 150, he must mix with 5 kg of 90 of the second variety. Then the mix can be sold for 100 rupees without any loss of money. Let us check it. 1 kg of 150 mixed with 5 kg of 90. So the total value is 150 plus 450 by 6. So we get the mean price as 100, which is what we wanted. The last sum can be done in this way. Officers on one side, the rest of the workers on the other side. Officer's salary is 4,000, rest of the workers 560. Overall it is 600. So we find the difference between expensive and mean minus cheaper. We get 40 is to 3,400, which will be 1:85. Total parts 86. So there is one officer, the total employees will be 86, and there are 12 officers, then total number of employees will be how many? 12 into 86, 1032. One more example. In an examination, 65% of the boys and 85% of the girls obtain first class. If 80% on the whole obtained first class, find the number of girls appeared, a total of 400 students. So boys on one side, girls on one side. 65, 85, overall 80. We get the ratio as 1:3 on 4. In 400 there are 300 girls. One more example. If a vessel contains X kgs of pure milk and if Y kgs are taken away each time and is replaced with water, and if the total number of operations are n, then the quantity of pure milk left in the vessel is given by x into 1 minus y by x whole power n. In what proportion water must be added to? Milk in order to gain 12.5% by selling at cost price. Let us assume the cost price to be 10. Then selling price is also 10, is selling at cost price. And the profit is 12.5%. So we can find the mean price, SP into 100 by 100 plus profit percentage. So 10 into 100 into 2 by 225 divided by 25, 9 times 4 times, so 80 by 9. Water is to milk. Water cost is not there, so take it as 0. Milk is bought for 10. Overall we found out it is 80 by 9. So write the difference here. So get 90 minus 80 is to 80 minus 0, or 10 is to 80, the ratio is 1 is to 8. The first sum of the exercise, there are two groups A and B consisting of 30 and 70 students respectively. If the average weight of the group A is 30, that of the group B is 70, find the average weight of all the students. So the average weight of all the students is 30 into 30 plus 70 into 70 by 30 plus 70. 900 plus 4900 by 100, which will be 5800 by 100 is 58 kg. The option is A. Of Y. So let us find total weight of X, Y and Z. That will be 150. Again, total weight of Y and Z. That gives you weight of X 46. Also, total weight of X and Y is 76. Therefore, weight of Y will be 76 minus 46 is 30 kgs. Option is C. Change their position. So the numbers have to be the form of 1111, 2222, 3333 up to 9999. So their average will be, you have to add up all these. Which will be first number plus last number by 2. So it gives you all 5. Option is C. Class in mathematics by mistake enters 45 instead of 54 and obtains the average as 63. Find the actual average of the class. So the mistake is made of entering 45 instead of 54. That means the correct total must be 9 more than the total taken. So the average will increase by how much? Total increases by 9 for 50 students. So the average will increase by 9 by 50, that is 0.18. So the answer will be A, 63.18. Let us do that. Correct total 50 into 63 minus 45 plus 54, which is 50 into 63 plus 9. The correct average is 63.1, right? So the A is option. The average cost of 7 apples and 4 bananas, rupees 24. Find the cost of 1 apple and 1 banana. So the average cost of 4 apples and 7 bananas, 16. The average cost of 7 apples and 4 bananas is 24. That gives us the average cost of 11 apples and 11 bananas will be 40. So total cost of 11 apples, 11 bananas, 440. Therefore, the cost of 1 apple and 1 banana will be 440 by 11, 40 rupees. B is option. One number was visited as 67 instead of 76. Find the actual average. The increase in the total is 76 minus 67, which is 9. Therefore, the actual average is equal to 50 plus 9 by 50, which is 50.18. 4 employees weighing 40, 50, 60, 70 kg respectively left the company, and 4 new employees weighing 34, 46, 78, 62 kg respectively are joined. What is the new average? The total weight of the 4 employees who left the company is equal to 40 plus 50 plus 60 plus 70, that is 220 kg, and the total weight of the 4 employees who joined the company is equal to 34 plus 46, 78 plus 62, that's also 220 kg. Therefore, there is no change in the average, and the average is 60 kg. 65% acid. How much water must be added to get a solution of 52% acid? Acid content is equal to 65% of 60, which is 39 liters. Therefore, water content will be 21 liters. Let the quantity of water added be x. Then 39 by 60 plus x should be 52 by 100. Solving, we get x is equal to 15 liters. And add it to 5, the average of new set of 10 numbers is when each number is multiplied by a constant 3 and a constant 5 is added, then the new average will be 15 multiplied by 3 and added 5, so 45 plus 5, it will be 50.
B. A contains 30 students whereas B contains 70 students. Now the average weight of group A is given as 30 kgs whereas B is 70 kgs. Now we have to find the overall average weight of the students. Now let us look into the problem. Group A and group B. Number of students. Group A has 30 students whereas group B has 70 students, and average weight. The average weight of group A is 30 whereas group B is 70. Now this is nothing but a problem of combined mean. If the number of students are, say, some M and N in the groups A and B, and if their average, that is mean, are X and Y respectively, then the combined mean is given by the formula mx plus ny by m plus n. Now just substitute them. So average weight of group A and group B will be 30 into 30 plus 70 into 70 by 30 plus 70. If we simplify, it will be 58 kgs. That is option A.
P, Q, R and S 3 years ago was 42 years. Therefore, the average age of 4 members today will be 42 plus 3 is 45 years. Total age of 4 members today will be 4 into 45, 180. Given the average age of 5 members after including A today is 47 years. So total age of 5 members today will be 5 into 47, 235. Therefore, A's age is equal to 235 minus 180, that is 55 years. Or average age of 4 is 45, average age of 5 is 47. The increase per person is 2. Therefore, the total increase is equal to 2 into 5, 10. That gives you the age as old average plus overall increase 55 years.
5 kilometers per hour, 10, 15 and 20 kilometers per hour respectively. What is the average speed of the van in its journey? So if we consider a square, what does it mean is the distance covered by the van in 4 intervals is same. Let us consider the distance as d. In the first interval he has traveled at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour, whereas in the second 10, in the third 15 kilometers per hour, and in the fourth 20 kilometers per hour. Now he is asking the average speed of the entire journey. Now we know that average speed is nothing but total distance by total time, total distance covered by the van by the total time taken to cover the distance. Now as the distance is d in each case, total distance will be 4d by time is nothing but distance by speed. Distance in the first case is d, by speed is 5. Similarly in the second, d by 10, d by 15 plus d by 20. If we simplify, then the value will be 9.6 kilometers per hour, which is nothing but the average speed of the entire journey, which is option B. If 2 liters of water is added and 3 liters of milk is removed, then the ratio of water to milk in the new mixture is. Now, initially the amount of mixture is 10 liters, which contains milk and water. Percentage of milk is 20% and the remaining is water, which will be 80%. So 10 liters, 20% of 10 liters is nothing but 2 liters. Remaining will be 8 liters, of which 2 liters of milk is added and 3 liters of water is removed. So the ratio of the milk will be 4 and this will be 5. 4:5. Ratio of milk and water is 4:5, which is option D. From this container, 100 liters of milk was taken and replaced by water. If the process was repeated another 3 times, how much milk is now contained by the container? Now, let us consider a formula. If there is a milk, if there is some liquid, let us say A liters, of which B liters are taken every time. If this process is repeated n times, then the volume of the liquid present in the container will be A minus B by A whole power n into A. Now here initially A, that is, there is 1000 liters of milk, of which every time 100 liters are removed for 3 times. If we substitute all these values in the formula, volume of milk left in the container will be A minus B, that is nothing but 1000 minus 100 by 1000 into 1000. If we simplify, it will be 556.1 liters, which is nothing but option C. $11 per kg be mixed with wheat at rupees 16 per kg, so that the mixture worth rupees 13 per kg. Now, in order to solve this problem, let us use alligation method. So first, let us say some quantity A, then B. So first quality, let us say A, and the second quality, let us say B. Cost of first quality, that is of A, is given as rupees 11, whereas the second cost is rupees 16. If we mix these two mixtures, then the average cost must be rupees 13 per kg. Now he is asking you to find the ratio. Now in alligation method, it's nothing but just subtraction. So 16 minus 13 will be 3 and 13 minus 11 will be 2. So the required ratio is nothing but 3:2, which is option B. 1/3 silver and rest aluminium is mixed with 7 kg of another metal, which is 2/7 silver and rest aluminium. What is the ratio of silver to aluminium in the mixture? So there are 2 different mixtures. Let us say first one and second. In the first one, the amount is 3 kg and the second one, weight of the second one is 7 kg, which contains silver and aluminium. Similarly, second one, silver and aluminium. Now, the quantity of silver is nothing but 1/3. 1/3 of 3 kgs, which will come up to 1 kg, and the remaining is aluminium, that will be 2 kg. Similarly, the amount of silver in the second metal is 2/7 of the entire weight, which is 2/7 of 7, that is 2 kgs. So the remaining aluminium will be 5 kgs. Now we need the combination of silver and aluminium ratio. So ratio of silver to aluminum is silver is 1 plus 2 is to 2 plus 5 is aluminum, which is 3:7. That is option A. Must water be mixed with milk in order to gain 25% selling at cost price? So we have to find in what percent must the water be mixed in certain amount of milk in order to gain 25% if we are selling at the cost price. So cost price and selling price are same in this problem. So let the cost price be some rupees X. And also let us assume that m parts of milk is mixed with some n parts of water in order to obtain 25% profit. What is the new amount of milk in m parts, of which 1.25? Initially it was 1 unit, now it is 25% increased into the cost will be x rupees. For m liters cost is x. Now plus initially there was no water, so n into 0 parts of water, by in this mixture totally the milk is m plus n, m parts of milk and n parts of water. So combined I am saying milk. That will be equals to x, as we are selling it for the cost price. If we simplify, it will be 0.25 m is equals to n, which implies m by n is equals to 4 by 1. Hence the ratio of water to milk will be 1:4. That is option A. Ratio of 4:3 and 5:4 respectively. The resultant ratio of milk and water in the mixture, if both the vessels are emptied into a third vessel, is how much? Now looking. So there are two vessels. Let the vessels be some A and B, which contains milk and water. Similarly, milk and water. And it is also given that they have equal volumes. Let the volume be some x liters. What is the ratio of milk and water in the first vessel? 4:3. How about the second? 5:4. So the ratio of milk and water is 4 and 3. So milk will be 4x and water will be 3x. Similarly here, milk is 5x and water is 4x. Now what is the quantity of milk in this entire mixture A, which is 4 by 7 parts of x? Similarly, what about milk in the second, which is 5 of 9 parts, and water in the first is 3 of 7 parts, and water in the second case 4 of 9 parts. Now the total milk is to total water is nothing but 4 by 7 x plus 5 by 9 x is to 3 by 7 x plus 4 by 7 x. If we simplify, then the value will come up to 71.55, which is option A. The ratio of milk and water is 3:1. If the ratio of the milk and water is to be 2:3, then the amount of water to be further added to the mixture is. So it is given that there is a mixture of 60 liters in which we have milk and water, which are in the ratio of 3:1. So 3 parts of milk and 1 part of water. So if we divide this 60 liters into 4 parts, each part will be 15 liters. So if it is 3 parts, then milk will be 45 liters, and if it is 1 part, water will be 15 liters. Now what is he asking is how much water is to be added, let us say some x, so that the resultant mixture will be in the ratio of 2:3. So now after adding x liters of water, the new amount of water in the mixture is 15 plus x. What about the milk? Milk is same, which is 45 liters, by what is the ratio, what is the amount of water here? 15 plus x, as we have added. So what will be the new ratio? 2/3, which implies 30 plus 2x is 30 plus 2x is equals to 135. If we simplify, the value of x will be 52.5 liters. So option A. Cubes of first 30 natural numbers is dash. Average is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations. Now the average is sigma n cube, that is sum of all n cube natural numbers, first n cube natural numbers, by n. Now we know the formula, n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4n. Now average will be n into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Let us substitute the value of n, as we need the sum of the cubes of first 30 natural numbers. N is nothing but 30. Just substitute here. 30 into 31 square by 4, which will be 30 into 31 into 31 by 4. If we simplify, value will be 7207.5, which is option B.